Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avindian, welcoming you to a new episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 3. I have worked out one of the recording problems that we'd had in some previous episodes, and so you should be able to see everything this time in all of its glory. So, we are beginning a brand new season. Actually, we just started the preseason. We'll be beginning a brand new season here shortly. And let's just go ahead and have it play up until the beginning of the regular season. I've been thinking a bit about the future of Franchise Hockey Manager. And there are... Oh, good. Rantanen signed a new contract. I'm nowhere near the cap, I don't believe. Let's just triple check here. Nah, we're good. And I think we might be nearing the end of this series. Just because it's not as popular as it used to be. It takes a long time to record these episodes. And, some nice improvements. And I think I'd rather wait until, FHM 4 comes out. Because there's enough UI problems in this game that I don't think it makes for the most exciting viewing. I don't think so. Maybe you differ, and if you do differ, please let me know in the comments. But I do believe that, for the present, after this season, unless we come super close to winning the Stanley Cup, then maybe I might do a season after that. I think at the end of the season, we're just going to go ahead and end the series for the time being. Oh, come on. Don't be injuring people in the preseason. That's not cool. And his hand is broken. Well, shit. Alright, do we have anybody interesting? Oh, it's doing it again. It's so irritating. So what happens eventually is this toolbar will pop up. And I know you're going to actually see me do this, but I apologize. It's better than the alternative, which is that I can't see the bottom of the screen. Whatever. This is the other reason, by the way, I'm not super keen on FHM 3 playing it too much forward. I can't get Costin. Morrison is 2.5 stars. Let's make your primary position right one. Oh, I can't do that till I call him up, can I? That's fine. I'll go ahead and activate Morrison. Now I can change his position. And let's change it to right wing. And I will... do we dress Comfer or Morrison? Let's... Oh, I guess it's actually both. Let's dress him as well. And then we'll rebuild our lines based on that. Grigorenko promoted to the first line as a left wing. Very nice. Oh, we need a new center. We don't have one. Scratch for dress Sundstrom. Why does it say we're still short a wing? Do we have too many? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's what's happening. You're actually moving Landeskog over to be a defenseman. Okay, that puts him back on the first line. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And we'll go up to the regular season start now. But yeah, there's enough problem with FHM 3 that I'd like to see what happens in FHM 4. And I think you've gotten a good taste of the game. So, barring something unpredictable, I don't think we'll be playing past this season. I might change my mind, but what I'd really like to do is move to a shorter series, except for OOTP, which continues to bring in most of my views. Just because it's a little bit easier. to play the shorter ones, and I can like record 2 or 3 episodes in an evening when I get home, and I don't have to worry about building up a huge backlog like I have for FHM. We've been getting our butts handed to us all preseason. That's not good. And then we just go dominate the Devils. So sure, why not? Not Ethan Bear. How long is he out? Emails, please. He's day to day. And I don't have another defenseman because of stupid Fartenberg. This is tough. It's just the preseason. We can play shorthanded for right now and hope that in the next few days people get healthy, which they should. Which they should. Yep, he's ready for full contact. I still can't really dress him, but in another day or two I will be able to. I really have enjoyed Franchise Hockey Manager 3, but I just don't think it's worth us spending too much more time with it. I hope that they're going to be making a lot of improvements to... oh right, I need to scratch a defenseman. We'll scratch Anderson and dress Vandenberg. There's still one too many. Yeah, I need to scratch a wing. That's the problem. Let's scratch Jonah. And we'll dress Anderson. And now we have proper defense and playing proper defense in positions. Few more games. Actually, probably just one more game till the start of the regular season, the way I know they schedule hockey games. I really wish you would stop the email for that. So yeah, what we might do is we might, when Franchise Hockey Manager 4 comes out, which will be near the beginning of the next hockey season, we'll think about it. And we could lose Anton Forsberg, which is fine. If someone wants to grab him, you know, they're entitled to do so. So let's focus on this season and what we think might happen. We came really close to the playoffs last season. If we'd been in the Eastern Conference, we would have made the playoffs. Excuse me, we've been in the Eastern Conference, we would have made the playoffs. Ooh, a trade offer, you say? You would send me... Nope. Nope. Lots of people on waivers. Is this a good goalie? It's a mediocre goalie. Poor Craig Smith. Hasn't he been, like, every single season he's been on the waivers more than once? Jonathan Bernier. He's not that good. That's what I'm looking for right now, was a goaltender to snag. And there's no one there that's that great. But yeah, I think we can make the playoffs. Losing Pananin really hurts. Panarin. I don't know why I said Pananin. That sounds like a Russian panini. Yeah. I think we can make the playoffs. I just don't know how much noise we'd make if we did make it. And a lot of that comes down to our goaltending. We don't have the top shelf type of goaltender. to really make sure that everything's in order. Bear's almost 100%. That's good enough for me. Let's scratch Anderson and dress him. Bear's just better. He's just better. I'm really excited to see what Jost can do. He's the big X factor that we didn't have last season that makes me mildly interested. Or excuse me, that makes me mildly optimistic. That's the word I was looking for. Though we might make the playoffs again. It's not a guarantee. Bear is fully back. And let's proceed until next month. What can we do against the Blackhawks? Win 3-2. Did it take overtime? I can't find my game. They really should. That would be another nice UI improvement. Just make sure you always have the game in the top left. Your particular team's games. OTP does a great job with that. And I think it would be a useful thing just so I can see, oh, there's my game. That's how we did. I don't have to dig through 12 different games. Colorado Avalanche. 5-4 loss. Well, you can't win them all. Get a couple days off. As long as we're not getting blown out, I'm reasonably confident we'll have a pretty fair record. 6-0 against the Coyotes. Beautiful. We have a PM of some nature. I didn't know Grigorenko was hurt. What? Scratch Comfort, dress Grigorenko. I didn't even know he was hurt. I feel kind of silly now. Continue. Maybe because I turned off that warning where if they're out for less than 3 days, I said don't bother me. A victory against Tampa Bay. Almost said the Buccaneers. The Lightning. In overtime. Now this is actually something I would like to see in OOTP. Is I'd like to see emails when interesting people hit the waivers. It's really easy to miss on the waiver wire in OOTP, especially if you're simming a lot of time at once like I tend to do. It's a little bit hard to keep track. What can we do against Los Penguinos del Pittsburgho? That's absolutely legitimate Spanish. 100%. 100%. Okay, come on, Penguins. You lost. But it was a fair loss. And Pittsburgh is still probably a little bit tough for us. What about the Capitals? 5-2 isn't so good. 5-2 isn't so good. Unless we're the ones who get the 5, and then it's very good. I think we've got the firepower to stay in just about any game. It's going to come down to defense and goalkeeping and how well we can do. Like a game like this, no. I wish we could get a better goaltender somehow. The problem is the people that do have goaltenders aren't going to part with them for anything. Nope. Like, just for fun, let's take a look at something here. Who is... Stats. Who's the best goalie? Who's Anderson? Anderson's actually not that great in terms of rating. Saros is actually not that good. See, here's the weird thing about goaltending. Look at that. A 1-star goaltender is one of the top 14, and yet I'm nowhere near that list. Well, Grubauer found a new home with Buffalo, and he's still stinking up the joint. Like, what would it take to get Carey Price? Because he does cost a lot of money, and that may be... Let's see, if I give you my #1 draft pick. No, I don't want to just offer it. I'll throw in Landeskog, too. It's hardly likely. What if I offered him McKinnon? Nope, they couldn't afford it. What if I drop Landeskog? They would actually make this deal. But I don't want to give up McKinnon. What about the rights to Kostin? And Hisham? And Jansen? And Hansen? And Hartikainen? Okay. Who else do I have? I can't give you Jansen. What about Olsen? I'm going to make them this offer, and we'll see if they take it. We're going to go all in. And we're going to see if getting this elite goaltender helps us win the Stanley Cup. If we're going to go out, we might as well go out with a bang, right? Winnipeg? How can you do? You can defeat me. I'm going to get a response. It's just going to be laughing. And there's no way they'll take it. But I'm interested. No way. He thinks it's close to being alright. Let me drop Hishon, and what if I toss in a second-round draft pick? Or here. And what if I throw in Landeskog? I mean, we think you have a weakness. Oh, you have a weakness at left defense. I don't really have anyone to give you for that. So you just think it's well balanced, which means there's about an 80% chance, which means they'll think about it, but they probably won't take it. Let me be honest. If I was playing this for more than just the end of this season, I would never make a deal like that. That's a really bad deal. But when I think we're a goaltender away from making a deep playoff run, it's worth it. I just don't think they're going to take it. Development report. A lot of people got better, including Kostin. It's clear I chose the right player in terms of athleticism. It's just not clear I chose the right player in terms of the fact he'll ever be available to us. Beat Florida 3-1. $500 is not likely. Well, $500 would be 41-41. That would actually probably get you a playoff spot, to be honest. And they say no again. And Shattenkirk just broke his elbow. Because of course he did. The board's reasonably happy, and I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to make that offer again. I'm just going to let it go. Losing Shattenkirk does hurt. Let's promote Jake Bean. And then we will dress as Bunil. There we go. Who the hell is Morrison? Who keeps dressing people I didn't tell them to dress? Don't dress Greer, dress Morrison. Ah, stupid Orlov. You did it again. People quit getting frigging hurt. Here, dress Bean. I don't want Landeskog playing as a defenseman. Unless it can't be helped. I've not even looked at any of the stats yet. We're going to wait till the end of November before we start parsing some of that. Coach reports on new players. Cole Fonstad should be very comfortable soon. That's delightful. Actually, I used to object to how long it takes to sim a week in this game, but I actually kind of like it now. It gives you a chance to see each individual game. And in hockey, even though there are 82 games, each individual game matters a bit more. I really wish it would stop. This is another thing that I find irritating, is these constant emails. He's almost healthy. He's just about healthy. He's very close to being healthy. I should not be stopped for that. Holy crap, 7-4. That's a offensive shootout if I've ever heard of one. I don't really need another right wing. Orlov can now be dressed. This is lovely news. Let's scratch Bean. Rebuild the lines. Did we draft Orlov or did we pick him up in free agency? I wonder. Orlov. History. Oh, I picked him up in the offseason as a free agent. Okay. He's a good pick so far. He's a pretty good defenseman. A pretty good defenseman. Six and 5 is not the start I was hoping for. See, this is just so irritating. Why are you bothering me? Oh, he's 100%. Almost 100%. I don't care. Stop me when it's useful. And the other thing I'd really like to see them fix in FHM 4 is just make the whole tactics system a lot more accessible. Because it's never clear what each tactic is supposed to accomplish or how people fit into a certain tactic, and yet it's clear that this matters a great deal in terms of the game. And I just find that a little bit counterintuitive. And we lost to the Devils. And I'd like to see them make that either more intuitive or just give more explanations. That would be a very good thing and make me very happy. What can we do against the Rangers? I was right. It's always a guess when you're thinking about the two New York... Oh, we can get our asses handed to us. Okay. That's the kind of thing that sends up very big red flags to me. Who gave up 8 goals? It was Pickard. Pickard got destroyed. He actually didn't do that badly, though. He shouldn't be facing 50 shots. That's insane. That's insane. What's going on? What is our defensive scheme again? Stretching the D. No, half ice overload. Here we go. I think it's too aggressive. I think we need to find something a little bit more. Let's go back to collapsing to the net. I mean, if we're giving up 50 shots, that's just not going to work. Sure, there are enough players. Oh, Fleury's hurt. That's not great. When did that happen? He's out day to day. I'm going to put him on waivers for now. And we'll cow up. Hrachovina would be the best short-term solution. Olsen will eventually be very, very good, but it's going to take a long time for him to get there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll promote you. And dress him if you don't mind. If you do mind, do it anyway. And then, here we go. So hopefully, this will improve our team. Shifting to the more passive style will reduce the number of shots. Here we go, 5-2. Reduce the number of shots against us, which will in turn put less of a burden on the goaltenders. What can we do with Anaheim? Can we make it 2 in a row? We cannot. Couldn't even lose an OT. Come on, guys. Panarin might be ready soon. I don't think I'd call that even. I think I'd call that a steal for the team that got that slightly decent defenseman. It's actually the opposite of a steal. Bears all the way back. Who cares? Oh, I guess I care a little bit. Yeah, you're never going to be dressed as long as there's a better choice. We beat Montreal 5-2. God damn, these injuries. This is really getting irritating. Yeah, now I have to scratch you for 2 damn weeks. You know what? It's fine. Just means Morrison will actually get playing time now. Okay. What can we do against the Wild? Damn, that was a beating for the Devils there. Or, not the Devils, the Ducks. We won 3-2. Very encouraging. Asplund is back soon. Asplund is almost 100%, which means now we could dress him. And he is pretty good. I could scratch that comfort for him. Let's proceed. And we lost to the Jets. Stupid Jets. We might literally pull out a 41-41 season. It seems like we can't put together any kind of winning streak. Getting Shattenkirk will help. Shattenkirk back would help us a decent bit. Panarin would also help too. What can we do against Dallas? We can lose 3-2. About New Jersey, we beat them 1-0. Those are respectable wins. Those are hard-fought wins. You know what, Bear? You're made of freaking glass. I don't think you've actually played like 10 games in a row this season. And we lost to the Blackhawks. Maybe Panarin was more important to our offense than I gave him credit for. Again, I really wish you would tell me when people get hurt. Still give me 12 emails healing. It's like he's got 51% range in his finger, 52, 53, 54, and so forth. We could dress Sundstrom now, if we were so inclined, and I believe that we are. I have to scratch Greer first. Okay, entering into December, this is not a good season for us thus far, and we lost again by quite a bit. Okay, dressing him actually is good news. Very good news. In fact, we're going to go ahead and send down Greer. And then I'm going to move you back to the main roster. And then we need to scratch who? Comfer. Poor Comfer. Every time I'm like, hey, we need a new player, I'm going to scratch Comfer. And then he's probably like, damn it. There we go. Let us sim to the end of the month. Then we'll take a brief moment to kind of take stock of where we are and what we might expect going forward. Sundstrom. Damn it, wrong Pickard. Come on with this crap. 1-star damn goaltenders is like dominating. Damn it. Let's review the team. Offensive stats, please. McKinnon, Landeskog look good. Duchesne looks good. Fantenberg, Orlov, Rantanen. No one's really producing goals. McKinnon and Landeskog are both at... McKinnon's on one at double digits. And we're 20 of some games into the season. Only one person is on a point per game basis. We need to see other people start heating up. That's just what has to happen. Grigorenko only having 3 goals is somewhat surprising. If you've looked pretty consistently, he's been one of our better goal scorers. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Like, when was the last time someone had like 30 goals? Did he have 30 goals last year? We had 27. Panarin might have had like 30 goals. He had 12. Anybody have 30 goals? That was in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. That was in the KHL, still wasn't 30 goals. That was in college, still not 30. Okay, Duchesne had 30 plus goals last season. We had one 30 goal scorer. McKinnon was close. We are just not burned with an overly huge amount of elite goal scorers, and that's our cross to bear. We're just not the most brilliant offensive team, but it seems like we work well together. And it wasn't that long ago we were playing very effectively. He's unhappy with our progress. I can't say I blame him. We had a real shot at the playoffs this year, and we're just shitting the bed at every opportunity. God, you know what, Ethan Bear? You're done. I'm so sick of your crap. I can't release him during the season. You know what? You can go to the ECHL. I'm sick of your crap. You just get hurt all the damn time. Ty Smith, sure. He's only there to be a backup defenseman anyway. And he's actually got a lot of talent. He just hasn't had a chance to make use of it yet. People are more than happy to take his freaking ass off. He got injured like every single game. Watch, he's probably like a 4-star defenseman, and I just put him on waivers just out of spite. That sounds like me. I can be a very spiteful person when it comes to video game athletes. Edmonton beat us. This is not good. This is not what I was hoping for. Oh, Shattenkirk will be back soon. That'll help our defense. Come on. Let's start putting some wins together. Alright. So he's back. Then let's send down Wave Anderson. And let's put him back on the main roster. And we'll dress him. There we go. Oh, God. 7-0. Come on. It's just awful. Who frickin' gave up those goals? Come on, damn it. I told you to stop. Oh, we beat the Oilers. I guess that's something. Okay, let's look at my schedule. I want to see who the hell gave up... why we gave up 7 goals. They only had 35 shots, dude. That was just the goaltender sucking it up. And it was Pickard. Pickard gave up all 7. This is a problem. 14 shots in a 60-minute game. That's not how you win, guys. Let us Global tactics, let's increase the risks we take on offense. Continue. Wants to be a little bit more aggressive offensively. And hopefully if we put more pressure on them, then by extension we will have an easier time defending. And what they say, right? The best defense is a good offense. Well, we beat the Blackhawks. I just don't know about this season. This has been a weird season. We won again. And we lost to Nashville. It was a shootout loss, though. So I mean, that sucks, losing no matter what. But a shootout loss at least gives us a point. And so that's got some value to it. What about Los Angeles? How can we do against the Kings? We can defeat them in glorious battle, 6-1. Very nice. Yeah, when we stop, before we end the episode, I will take a quick look at the standings, see if we have even a small chance of making the playoffs. There's been plenty of times that in hockey history where teams have made the playoffs even though they're under 500. And we just lost to Minnesota. Damn it. But it would be better if we were more victorious. This roster is not cheap. And we lost again. All of a sudden, goal scoring is beyond us. Yeah, this is what happened that first season. We're just not scoring all of a sudden, which is really bizarre. Because we've got that dominant first line that we've had the last couple seasons. And we're just not scoring. I think we're overpaying for, like, mediocre forwards. But on the other, it's hard to get really elite ones without either drafting them, which, okay, we lost Costin effectively because the KHL kept re-signing him. 7-3? Alright, what is this shit? Why do we lose 7-3? We allowed 28 shots. You know what? It's increasingly looking like it's the goaltender. That's not okay, Pickard. Have you been even remotely worthy this season? You've got a 290 goals against. That's not the worst. But I mean, come on, buddy. Come on. It's these games where you just don't play. And it's incredibly frustrating. Oh, god damn it, McKinnon. Oh my god, this is bullshit. This is complete and utter bullshit. What do I pay my damn trainer for? Apparently not to keep people healthy. He apparently thinks his goal is something else. I guess we'll call Greer back up. Damn it. Les Bemstrom's like 3 stars, and he's 2.5. So is Fonstad. Let's dress Sundstrom. That's probably it right now. We've probably just ended our season without realizing it. I mean, maybe moving Sveshnikov to the second line will give him the chance he needs to be creative and just demonstrate how good he can be. But I mean, man, That's our other problem, right? We have no depth. We just won 7-2 against Washington, so what the hell do I know? How do we beat them so badly? On only 34 shots, no less. Defenseman, Grigorenko, Panarin, Duchesne, Grigorenko. A hat trick from Grigorenko will get the job done. Did he get a neat little email? He did. Oh, and so did Panarin. So he got 4 assists and a goal. Congratulations, guys. Maybe McKinnon was holding us back. Although I don't have a lot of confidence in that. Yeah, we would have scored 30 goals a game, not for that McKinnon guy being all good and stuff. I know that little thing there got stuck, and we just got destroyed by the Hurricanes, so whatever. It's been a bad season so far. You know what, just to get rid of that and also to check on the standings, I just want to see how we're doing as we enter 2021, sorry. 21-21, I mean, been playing for more than 100 years. This is just to do that. That clears that out. And standings. Wow, we're actually not that bad this season. I think we are just on the outside of the playoffs. So we're at 32 points, and the number 8 team is 38. I'll be damned. Okay, we're not doomed. We're not in great shape, but we're not doomed. It's going to be about making adjustments going forward without McKinnon. And that's going to make it harder. But Grigorenko has talent. He's always had it. Sveshnikov has talent. If they can both start to put that talent into practice, we could be in much better shape. Okay. Damn. That's a pretty good player. But I would say the theme for me for FHM4 would just be more transparency. Just make it more obvious what does what. This whole, you could hire 100 assistant coaches. How much does it help? Who knows? You could hire 100 scouts. How much does that help? Probably not very much. And just an overall improvement to the user interface. Scouting could be so much easier. Setting lines could be a whole lot easier. A victory, 5-4, very nice. Just little things. I like to just see overall quality of life improvements. I think the basic engine is pretty sound. I like the way the draft works. I like the scouting system. I just think, again, it needs to be more transparent. It needs to be clear what different things you're doing make different changes to the way the lines work. I mean, if you want to have chemistry between players, make it clear what the chemistry is and why they have it. Ooh, 2-1 victory over the Coyotes. The Coyotes are ahead of us in the standings. So a victory at their hands is especially sweet. We lost. We got blown out again. It seems like Pickard just has games like that where he's like, nope, I'm not going to play goaltender today. Let's put up a cardboard cutout of Patrick Waugh and hope it just embarrasses them into not playing. But yeah, the good news is we're still somewhat in playoff position. We just need to start putting together a string of wins. I'd take a very short string. I'd take 3 wins in a row. I don't think we've done that yet this season. And it's about beating the right teams, too, because Boston's in the Eastern Conference. Beating Boston is good if we do it, which we didn't, because it's a win, but beating a team in our conference would matter quite a bit more. Like Winnipeg's in our conference. Let's see if we can take down the Jazz. Come on, lose. I should have been more specific. I meant Winnipeg lose, not Colorado. That was my fault. St. Louis, you are the team that should lose. Hey, it worked that time. See? I just needed to be more specific. This whole time I keep telling them to win, but they didn't know which team I meant. Mea culpa. We just beat the Penguins in a shootout. Up to 40 points on the season. A respectable total for the first half-ish of the season. We're actually literally now at... No, we're actually a little past the halfway point. Is he any good? Not really. Come on. Grigorenko. Really? Son of a... Scratchman, Dress Morrison. Rebuild the lines. Svechnikov gets promoted to the first line. Let's get him some time with Panarin and Duchesne. Oh, we just beat the Kings. I'd also like to see them incorporate some of the 3D stuff. And I know that's going to be hard. I can dress Grigorenko. That's pretty cool. Greer. Sorry, Greer. It seems so unfair to him that he's always like the first one that gets scratched. But, you know, it's life. Deal with it. We'll go up to the actual All-Star game. These are two very big games for us. Because Calgary is going to beat us, and they are in our conference. Stupid Calgary. I think Nashville's in the Eastern Conference, but we still would rather beat... We need wins. It doesn't matter who we beat, just as long as we beat them. But Western Conference wins are still much more relevant to us, and we lost again. I think Winnipeg will probably be our last game before the All-Star break. Cool. I don't know why people are improving at center when they're not even playing center. But sure. We just got shut out 6-0. How the hell did that happen? We allowed 36 shots. Was it Pickard? It was Pickard again. Pickard shouldn't be having to make that many saves. I didn't even know he was hurt. So, we actually have a game on All-Star Announcement Day, which is going to be against Chicago. Can never be bad news for teams that aren't... Hey, we just beat the Blackhawks. We beat them pretty badly, too. 7-4. And who, if anyone, from Colorado made the All-Star team? Fartenberg did. Just have 34 points. That's actually pretty good. That was it. Just the one All-Star. But hey. Last season we only had McKinnon, I think, so it's fine. It's fine. So that brings us to the end of this episode, which I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The next episode will be our final episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 3. So if you'd like, in the comments, you can post and say, hey, it'd be really cool if you played this game. I'm thinking maybe... Well, I might leave that for another video. I might put up a video about what's happening in August for Monday. So we'll think about that then. But for now, though, This has been Avindian. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We're so close to 100. So close. But until next time, this has been Avindian, and I bid you good day.